ain't necessarily true, but we all try to keep this hood aesthetic or trying to be down or trying to be cultured, just like we had Kamala Harris on the Breakfast Club talking about, I used to smoke and listen to Biggie and Tupac when I was in college, and they weren't even out at that time, but she wanted to be relatable because most people try to identify with being hood.
Exactly.
So,
but that come from social influence.
Yeah, I agree.
What I was saying is
that was before social influence. And why we always blaming the black
I don't know,
we do with the
white
women?
Because everybody want to be like the black people.
No.
That's real.
The black community has specific issues because we've adopted the standards and the norms of people that we really don't relate to.
Like the white people.
People, we don't relate because we haven't conquered other races.
No.
We haven't built systems on systematic oppression. We haven't built those. So, but we try to live that lifestyle. What they lifestyle is a result of the systems that they built. It's hard for us to look at 50-50 conversations. When you look at the world or the United States, most people live on 50-50.
And why
also got a brain?
Why they one step ahead though?
Right.
Because they had almost 1,000-year head start.
Exactly.
But
it's
my
like
thing is,
it's
at the end of the day.
But when we try to start living like them, it sounds crazy.
They be like, why you trying to act white?
How can you compete with a person that had the rules of the game that you trying to play in for 100 years before you got it? You're gonna lose.
You're gonna lose.
I had the rules.
We need to find a way to start winning.
We got to create that.
We changing our
when we try to adopt what white folk. That's why you always see that comparison. They always talk about the NFL draft.
But what's wrong?
I was gonna post that
really
picture. I got a picture ready for that.
But
But hold on, let's go back to.
It's not really a bad thing adopting the thing that the people that are winning.
It's not. Hold on. What you just said will get you crucified.
You chopping my bitch head.
I'm just saying. But hold on.
I fight for mine.
But I'm saying what she literally just said is what she literally just said is when you have niggas, and y'all might know who this is, Candace Owens, kind of be like, well, why don't we adopt these kind of cultures or how they move, or we see how they're living. Why don't we
moving and living is off of us.
I mean, that's what we're doing now.
No. I think they're saying if you look at their behaviors, they don't go and burn down their own folks' shit.
They don't.
We do.
That when we ride and shit.
When you look at the dollar, I'm gonna go and find somebody that look like me that do what I need to be done versus going outside of my.
They
culture.
do worse. That's why we trying to make a change.
They do worse. The thing about white folks, they don't look at good and bad. They look at what's necessary and unnecessary.
Our people, that's because we mad. We mad. Right, we can't help it. It's in us.
So why are we mad?
We mad.
I'm gonna
hold on. Hey. Y'all let people finish their thought.
I'm gonna let Ray go. Go ahead, Ray.
I'm just saying that we black people are angry. That's why they doing crazy stuff, because we mad. It's like we can't help it. Our ancestors are within us. Like all that stuff is within us. So they are freaking mad. So we mad too. Like, dang. My grandma literally had to breastfeed these people.
Because that's a valid point. You need to be angry. But my thing is trying to force our partners to be like the race that we actually covet, or let's say put on the pedestal. You see what I'm saying? Because we're going to get into this next week. This is an issue that's going on with young black women being dismembered by white men. Y'all seen these stories? These women getting cut up and chopped up. 19 to 20-year-old women dealing with regular, mediocre white men.
Because guess what? They're socially influenced to do that. But anyway, go ahead.
True. But what I'm saying is,
treat me better.
But if you line a white man up and look at these white guys, they don't match the standards that y'all put on black men. Black men need to meet.
Right.
6'6", 600,000 a year, big dick, all this. These white dudes look regular dead.
But they just
my thing is saying we end up putting the pressures of our women because we saw these white women thriving.
They did it to us. Yeah.
True. But we see this white woman thriving in a system that's rigged for her to thrive. I can't expect you to meet that. You can't expect me to meet the standards of this white man.
I don't expect my man.
Not you personally, but the overall is if a man don't got money, he ain't useful.
But he ain't gotta have a lot of money. No. Gotta be out there getting shit.
I said useful.
You gotta be out there.
It's becoming a problem.
No.
We gotta be able to make it.
I feel like we need to be useful to each other.
You just want him to be useful.
Yeah,
but he wants you to be. He wants you to be
We
used.
are traumatized. We are traumatized.
Hold on.
We are traumatized.
B. Jackson said can say the same for black men.
Traumatized.
I said that. I said black men end up looking at white women and say, "My black women need to act like her." That ain't
They
gonna
did
happen.
that to us.
Why all the black
They
men
did
be
that
with white
to
women?
us. They did that to us.
That's hold on. Hey. Y'all make sure y'all don't.
They did that to us.
No,
hold
African
on.
men blend with
I wanna
Caucasian.
address
Hold on.
Cause
Let's be clear. Statistically,
You right.
majority of black men
Marry
black women. That's statistically proven. You can look it up.
That's
90% of black men marry black women.
You got a 10% of athletes. Not to cut y'all said. You got a 10%. If I go to
and what are the what did those men have going on? I can't even think straight the words I want to say.
Or the 90%.
What are the qualifications of those 90% of men that were married to those black women?
Yeah.
Normal men. So why we having this conversation about these basic,
I can answer that
simple-minded people
Drizzle.
that we didn't engage?
Drizzle.
Hold on.
Women ain't been standing on business and dealing with these men regardless of what they got going on.
Hold on. So you said,
go ahead, Chris.
Let me
Go
ask.
ahead, say it. Let him go ahead, Chris. Go ahead, Chris.
The question, to answer your question is, black men met those because they had an interest in marrying black women. It was intentional. I want a black wife.
All right, so let me pick it back off that. Hold on.
Who proposes?
Hold up.
Who proposes?
I just got one question.
I'm gonna pick it back. Hold on, I'm gonna pick it back off this. So just like it's a choice for us, it's a choice for y'all.
It is.
Exactly.
I had to say I do.
So guess what?
I had to say I do.
So guess what y'all two just did? Proved the whole point that we were just talking about.
It's cow. It's
Because
real
I love
cow.
my
We
black
just
men,
proved
whether
that
they
this
were
sassy
I'm
man
just
is
saying.
cow.
You can't be mad at the black man that you choose for fucking up.
Yeah,
you
I
chose
think it's
that.
just what they showing
And
us.
guess
You hear
what
what
I'm
I'm
gonna do?
saying?
Hold on. So hold on. This one my question. I got this one question to ask.
I feel like it's
Rocco,
the community.
let me ask Rocco this question. You said, why are we asking this question about the regular everyday black men when basically are you saying that the everyday black men don't matter when y'all want the 10% of the athletes that's getting?
I don't want no
Who
athletes.
is the
Screw them
10%?
athletes.
I'm just saying.
Realistic.
Okay, so that's what I'm at. But that's what I'm asking you because what you just said was why are we asking questions about the everyday black man? That's what you said.
You did say that.
So that's what I'm asking you.
No, but when you done proved already that we still accepting these men regardless, 90%.
Because they're regular.
I take me a
but
regular
this
nigga
is
that's
but
white.
hold on,
So why are they going?
hold on.
Why are these men going after these
Hold
regular
on,
females?
y'all muddy in the
and they
conversation.
supposed
Y'all
to be
muddy in the
basic?
conversation. Y'all muddy in the conversation. Let me say finish what I'm trying to say.
Mhm.
So what you said earlier was why are we asking about the 90%? Simply.
The 10%.
And so
Again.
I'm asking you, are you more focused on the 10% of the athletes that are marrying like white women, or the last draft pick that we had last week where the top 10 picks of black men were with white women? Are you more concerned about them, or are you more
I
concerned?
look right over it.
Okay, so you're more concerned about the men that you're more likely going to
90%.
come encounter with, right?
Yeah,
Yes, the realistic, the real.
Okay,
Like she
so
said,
that's
the
why.
real.
Okay, so
Not
that's
that play.
so that's why we're talking about the men that the 90%, because those are the men that you're going to more likely come encounter with, not the athletes and stuff like that. And then I have to say this about those athletes: most of those black men that's with white women. It's crazy because most of those black men have black mamas, sisters, aunties, cousins, aunties. So you mean to tell me he can go through all them years, get to college, and meet a white woman for 2 to 4 years, and she impressed him that much that he want to get with marry a white woman?
No, it's the social media influence, like you said.
So you think social media?
Because the white women aren't
That's
selling.
what
Y'all
they
expect
see
the black women to sell to.
I feel like love is
Why you
love.
don't? Because the white women going after all our athletes.
You get to have your preference. The issue.
Well, why you not going? Why black women ain't going for the athletes? I'm saying why the black women ain't going for
They
athletes?
got the money.
No, because
They
the
got the
women
money.
are dealing with the men without the money.
But
Yes,
but
they
hold
trying
on,
to fix
hold on.
what
You
they
see,
trying to
you see,
fix niggas. They're actually looking for love. Girl, we out here trying to make our men.
Why are they dealing
That's
with
what
the
I
men without
said.
the money?
You
trying to make our
cannot
men
call
out
them
here.
love
Hold
potential.
Hold up.
That's that Anejo talking, people.
Go ahead.
My
ahead,
question
Chris.
is,
Go ahead,
you
Chris.
saying the black women dealing with the men without the money?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we love them.
Because they are falling in love
with
their potential.
It's not the penis. It's not the penis.
I ain't saying what you did. You said.
Y'all
they
look
see the potential. They see
because
they falling in love with potential.
Because we are mothers. Because we are black mothers.
I'm gonna drop a bun.
Let me hear Chris out.
Because we are black mothers.
The black man can only give a woman a certain feeling, and a black woman can only give a black man a certain feeling. It's unmatched.
Well, mine dog give me one that ain't my man.
Because we are men.
That is why we have this whole setup tonight. You got people. We're one of a couple thousand that built the environment to where people can come in and say, "I don't like this shit, but I want to fix it." Mm-hmm. If I ain't really fuck with you, I just say fuck you and not.
But it's only so much you can keep.
Hold on. Let it finish.
I get that, but what I'm saying is. What I'm talking to her point. She said women are willing to deal with a guy that really don't meet it on paper.
Yeah.
Because it's a certain essence there that no other race of men can give.
I believe it.
That motherly essence.
So if you get a lot of that, you can't get a lot of this. Two things can't occupy the same space.
That's cap.
I can't have a bunch of money and a bunch of time for you.
You can't.
Yes, you can.
Unless
you
I'm talking on general, on average. The exception can. But
the work that we
I can't have a lot of money and resources and a lot of time for you. So you gotta
pick which one you want. My homeboy just made a status about that.
No, you don't have
he
to
said
pick.
I'm giving you my time, I'm gonna give you my money.
No.
I'd rather you go out there and get the money and let me get the money and we meet each other at the end when we both get.
No.
Can I meet a woman that know my needs that's a virgin? Or do I gotta teach her?
Do you even really want it?
Like, do you really want a virgin?
I meet a virgin. She's sexually inexperienced. Can she meet my needs if I'm experienced? If that's what I want?
Yeah.
But only if I teach her to.
Not really. Not really.
Well,
how can she know automatically?
We supposed to be teaching each other how
There's
to love.
books.
So you saying it's a virgin free?
There's books. There's videos. Where you learned it from?
So you
experience.
What's that we going on experience?
So you saying it's a freak out there that's a virgin?
She can't know that innately.
It's plenty of freaks out there that are virgins.
That's the whole song of Teach Me How to Love.
But my thing is, I can't get a freak that's a virgin. I gotta make her that.
Yes, you can.
I gotta make her that.
I don't believe that.
How can you make her that?
A virgin would never be a freak. You would never find a freaky virgin.
Because I gotta teach her what I like.
I don't know what y'all talking about because I was a freaky virgin.
But y'all are men. Y'all are men. Y'all would. You just expect you think you with a man mind. You don't understand.
What I'm saying is, a lot of the things you want.
Because most females are freaky virgins before they become
Because baby, what you was doing before
what do you think?
Soon
What
you
are
hit
you?
puberty, what you doing?
What are you?
Watching porn.
Trying
to figure out what this stuff is.
Old school cars. Y'all old school Chevy.
They will say there's definitely freaky virgins out there.
Let me read. Hold on. Let
me read this. Let me read this comment.
Read it.
Go ahead. Hold up. Go ahead.
Let me read the comment.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Moment of silence, everybody.
Please. Y'all gonna make the podcast bad. Hold on. Some people just think white people. Damn, I'm taking my computer trying to freeze up.
You better unfreeze.
Oh,
it says some people just think white people water is colder because they're often empowered over black people in the media and social structures. We become programmed by the things we see. Black men are thriving, black women are thriving, black love is thriving. Don't believe the media, don't try to cool it. Well, I'm gonna say this before we get started.
That's what I was gonna say. The representation is not there. When you said the 90%, we ain't gonna see it. Because they don't want us.
I'm gonna say this. Exactly. Let me finish my thought. Please let me finish my thought. So from what I see and doing the podcast, the black love is not there. The reason that I'm gonna say that is because we have too many issues. For one, like we have the baby mama, baby daddy issue. That's one thing. Well, so many people don't like who they procreated with. That's
their fault.
It's actually they love them a little too much.
Hold on. So that's one thing. Or they could have been in love, maybe so, and now it's turned sour, right? But then I see a lot of people that are single that say they are tapping out of the dating game. They're not dating at all. They don't want to date. They don't want no issues. They just want situationships or fuck buddies. But they far as giving your heart,
it's the trauma. I'm telling you.
But far as giving your heart to somebody, a lot of people ain't signing up to do.
Also, but they're looking for it.
Go ahead.
But I'm trying to finish it. But also, when I look around and I see what's said on social media, and like I said, I'm not talking about from famous people. I'm talking about from everyday people that I know, the issues that we having. When we go back to the drizzle, the sprinkle, how this has risen to be a to be a phenomenon. So much so that they talking about drizzle on the news now. That's how crazy this shit is, because it's like women. I don't know. Women actually understand what's going on or what they seeing with this drizzle phenomenon. How men are rebutting what's going on with the sprinkle. It's on an all-time high, and so like I said, men are just fed up, and I think men are just tapping out of the day game, because when we talk about black women only get married 24% of the time.
Well, black men should be fed up with shit.
Why not?
I feel like their job is to provide.
But you gotta think about the shit.
Why shouldn't black men be fed up?
Go ahead.
That's a good question.
I don't want to contradict myself. I feel like black men are supposed to be black men providers. You're supposed to provide for me. Because whether a black man do it or not,
that comes from slavery.
Hold on.
It does. It does. But I feel like whether a man gonna do it or not, I'm gonna do it for myself. So I feel like I hate when, I don't want to say a black man shouldn't complain, but I feel like they shouldn't fucking complain. So I'm not gonna complain. I'm gonna get done what I need to get done for my family.
But hold on. So do you know why they complain? They're not complaining because of the provision aspect or the protection aspect.
Okay, so why are they complaining?
So when men are complaining, they feel like they get the short end.
They do get the short end of the stick.
Let me finish. They get the short end of the stick, because when they do provide and they do protect, it's like you come home, your bitch cheating on you.
Well, that ain't me.
I'm just saying, these are the issues that I hear a lot of men complaining about.
Reality
Or like the man, they had a man that killed his ex-wife because she stole $150,000 from him to get her boyfriend, and he shot her on live. Like, so when we talk about these issues, it's a lot of stuff and parameters that we can't just be like, oh, they shouldn't complain. No, a lot of black men get the short end of the stick, because now we got to think about this. Tennessee talking about now they got to make it mandatory for paternity tests before child support, because 33% of the men that's in question ain't the daddy. So you got to think about that too. I've been providing.
I believe in it.
So it's a lot. But I'm saying, you asked me why are they complaining? It's not men want to take care of y'all. Honestly, that makes us feel good as men because we want to.
They don't have nothing special as well, so that's why they're tired.
They have no what?
They ain't got nothing special neither. So they said we need to step it up. In there, step it up type shit.
What we talked about earlier was a nice guy finished last. A nice guy is the guy that's willing to put himself.
But some nice guys, hold on, guys.
Some nice guys he's patiently waiting on his person.
Get tired.
Why?
Because they done been through a lot of bullshit.
Because they did what and got nothing.
Yeah, but that ain't got nothing to do with me.
We talking about this in general. This is just general topic.
We talking about the nice guys. That whole narrative has a meaning to it for a reason. And it is, I date 5 women and I take care of all of them.
Hold on. You dating 5 women, take care of all 5?
No, separately.
Like, no, I dated a chick in 2014, 17.
This is
But I always kept the same traditional approach as a traditional man. Okay. But I always lose. Men ain't gonna keep doing that. Just like if you keep dating niggas, you
fine.
That's
fine. That's fine.
2024.
That's my point. My thing is, if I gotta be that for you to even fuck with me, and I see this is the outcome, not saying on let's say 40% of the time, it ain't 50%, but that 40% is a lot for me to gamble. And then when you leave me, a lot of time marriage, the man is left with nothing. Look at suicide amongst men post divorce; it's through the roof. Men kill themselves.
They do
because everything they work on is taken from them.
But I believe that is a choice.
Ego.
Everything is a choice. My thing is
their ego.
It's the
ego. My new thing is to keep things very simple in relationships.
In relationships, people do let their ego.
If you tell me your 5 most important things, I'm gonna focus on that. If you say, well, I like the 6 and 7 too, a little bit. I supposed to fuck that. Do you like these 4? You want these 4? I'm gonna focus on those 4. But you're gonna say something, you're gonna whisper about them other 2, 3. And if I don't meet them, you're gonna say something wrong.
I'm probably am.
My point. So if niggas see this,
but when I'm saying something, I'm not saying something that should be too harsh. Like I'm not trying to downplay you.
And that's the thing. We always trying to not downplay it and not trying to be real gentle with black men. Like, why do we have to be so gentle?
But that's my point.
But I'm not trying to.
If we asking you specifically what you need from me, and you say 1, 2, 3, 4, but a couple weeks later you say, nah, I need
because I already know how much you can take.